Tonight on the Maritime Beer Report, I've got a few new beers, a couple of new breweries that are opening in Nova Scotia, and a reason for cider lovers to rejoice in New Brunswick. Hello and welcome to the September 4th edition of the Maritime Beer Report. Big Axe Brewery has released Strawberry Rhubarb Pie Ale. They say it is a delicious light brown ale with red hues and the aroma of strawberry ganache. They brewed it with a mixture of dark crystal malts and a great amount of toasted wheat to add a bit of complexity. A moderate amount of hops add a mild fruity hop aroma that blends extremely well with the caramel notes produced by the Carabohemian malt. They use 10 pounds of strawberries from Hoyt and some freshly picked rhubarb to create the pie. Strawberry Rhubarb Pie weighs in at 5.5% ABV and a very mild 22 IBUs. Hammond River Brewing is currently brewing its first wet hopped harvest ale batch of 2015. Large amounts of hops grown right at Hammond River will be added. Railcar Brewing Company says it's community-supported brewery time, and it is now available for purchase until the end of September. There's 3 levels: 125, 250, and 500, each with great deals attached to them. The first Fredericton Cider Festival will be held on Saturday, October 24th, brought to you by those behind the Fredericton Craft Beer Festival. The afternoon event will be held at Brewed in downtown Fredericton and will feature unlimited tasting 4-ounce pours of up to 30 different ciders. With several local cideries attending, there will also be big brands. There'll be plenty of different offerings to sample. There are 2 ticket options. Regular tickets are $56.50 and you will get a tasting glass and unlimited pours from 1 until 4, while a limited number of VIP tickets at $65 will allow you entry at noon, plus a special information session on cider production. The event will be held outdoors on Brewed partially covered deck. A small food menu and from the restaurant will be available for purchase. Attendees can expect to see some extra special products at the fest, quite possibly including New Brunswick's first exposure to cask cider. Tickets are available now on Eventbrite. I was lucky enough to attend a couple of great events in Moncton last night. I was at the Pump House Brewing's production facility for this year's Stonefire Ales kickoff. As they did last year, they dunked superheated rocks into the wort to create the unique flavors. The brewer tells me he changed up the recipe this year by switching some of the malts to work better, and he hopes with the process. The plan is on producing 4,000 bottles again this year in the flip tops. I also went to the Flying Boats Brewing launch at the Laundromat Espresso Bar. Brewer and owner Mark Melanson saw all 3 of his kegs emptied in an hour and 20 minutes. The S55 Special Mission Pale Ale, which is a 5.9% ABV, 43 IBUs, and the Empress Irish Ale, 5.5%, 20 IBUs, were both great. Look for these beers in Moncton, Shediac, and Sackville areas. Garrison Brewing released its tri-collaboration yesterday at Stillwell and the Beer Garden. Not So Gentle Tickle IPA is a 7% ABV, 55 IBU beer made with whole leaf Amarillo, Citra, and Columbus hops in the kettle, whirlpool, and fermenter. It is described as having a bold hop flavor with juicy citrus and fruity aspects. It's available for a limited time at the brewery in 650 ml bottles. Propeller Brewing noted that the very familiar and special aroma is coming from the brew house. Pumpkin ale is on the way. Unfiltered Brewing released DOA, a double orange ale today. It's a citrus smash, single malt, single hop, double IPA that hits the taps at Unfiltered at Friday at noon, which was today. Greg Nash says it contains no oranges. It does, however, contain broadleaf, citrusy hop flavors with just the slightest hint of malt sweetness. It's a 7% ABV, 100 plus IBU beer. Firkenstein Brewing of Bridgewater says it'll have beer very soon. I hope to meet with them next week or 2 and get some details to bring to you. Staying with new brewery news, High Tide Brewing is opening a 15-barrel brewery in Truro. They're currently looking for a head brewer. I was talking to the owner, and he says he wants to meet with me next month and give me some details. Thanks for checking out the Maritime Beer Report again this week. Enjoy your long weekend, and as always, enjoy responsibly.